There has always been question, who is India's best friend in the Middle East? According to some economists, the UAE have been the biggest trading partner of India since the past few decades, which makes them their best friends. For some, it is Saudi Arabia who is the best friend of India in the Middle East. Qatar has also been mentioned as the closest friend of India, as all these countries make large sum of foreign direct investments within the Indian economy. Not only this, a large number of Indian laborers goes for work in these countries every year, which makes the trade ties stronger. In recent times, Saudi Arabia plans to invest around $120 billion in the Indian market to diversify their foreign direct investments. Increasing FDI by $100 billion in the Indian market shows their ties with the Indians. However, there is another nation that has close ties with India for a long time, is Israel. Though it is a very small country and also rival to all the above-mentioned countries from the Middle East, it has greater ties with India. The partnership between Israel and India is not just about money. Though money is a big part of the relationship existing between the two countries, the relationship also stands upon political support, military relationship, and the friendship between the leadership of the two countries. Narendra Modi and Benjamin Netanyahu have created a bond between the two countries which has helped both to grow the relationship faster. However, today, we will not be analyzing the military relationship existing between the two countries. Rather, we will discuss how important they are economically to each other. This case study will also elaborate why India supports Israel in the ongoing Israel-Palestinian war. In recent times, Indian companies have increased investing in startups and industries in Israel. As India is one of the fastest growing economies in the world, a significant number of billion-dollar companies have emerged in the Indian economy. In the year 2023, the GDP of India was $3.732 trillion, which makes it one of the largest economic entities in the world. And this GDP has been possible due to mass growth in industry and businesses from different parts of the country. Some of the companies like Tata, Reliance, and other businesses from across the country. Reliance and Tata Group has already acquired significant number of businesses in the UK and the other parts of the West. These companies have now also entered the market of Israel. To understand why Israel is important to India, we need to understand what are the businesses that Indians are acquiring in Israel. In 2023, Reliance, owned by Mukesh Ambani, announced that it will buy Israel-owned Tower Semiconductor. This is the same company that Intel wanted to buy for a price of $5.4 billion. However, this deal didn't take place eventually. As of now, Reliance wants to buy this company. Now the question is, why is this company so important? Tower Semiconductor is a semiconductor chip manufacturing company which is really important within the global chip supply chain. The main specialty of this company is that it manufactures analog chips, which is used for manufacturing mobile phones. Also, semiconductor chips are used for manufacturing medical technology. However, if you don't know the importance of semiconductor chips in the global geopolitics, you wouldn't understand the value of this acquisition. Semiconductor chips are compulsory for manufacturing mobile phones, which is manufactured in very few places in the world. Taiwan is the biggest manufacturer of semiconductor chips, which works as a shield for the country to protect itself from Chinese invasion. As semiconductor chips are only made by few companies from a few regions, owning a semiconductor company provides you with global supremacy and political advantage. For this reason, Reliance is acquiring this semiconductor manufacturing company from Israel. And this way, the protection of Israel is also important for Reliance. And the acquiring of this company will not only give Reliance advantage in the global market, but also it will provide India an edge over China in the Asian geopolitics. However, the acquisition of Tower Semiconductors will not be an easy process. The company is continuously growing over time. Before 2010, the company made around $350 million in revenue. While in 2022, the company had a revenue of more than $1.65 billion. This shows the exponential growth of the company in the global market. As the operations of the company operates within Israel and the United States, acquiring the Tower Semiconductors will provide Reliance an option to increase its expertise with Israeli and American prowess. However, the process is still going on. But the importance of this acquisition is not only important for Reliance, but also for India. Another industry that Israel is thriving globally is the pharmaceuticals industry. And the Israeli pharmaceutical giant Taro Pharmaceuticals have already been acquired by an Indian company with a value of $1.3 billion. This deal has helped India to enter into the drug markets of the Middle East, and also, it has enabled the country to improve its position in the global drug technology market. The reason is, Taro Pharmaceuticals works on the betterment of medical technology, which is one of the fastest growing industries in the world. If you notice deeply, both of the deals are based on the technological development aspect of Israel. Israel is one of the most technologically advanced countries in the world, and the improvement of technology has led India to invest more in Israel. And entering into the technological sector of Israel will help India to grow both in the international and national markets faster. India is not only entering the Israeli market through technological investments, but also, Israel has a significant location in the Middle East. The largest port of Israel is Haifa port, which makes a large sum for the economy of the country. Another Indian group, Adani Group, has led a plan to purchase the Haifa port, which will open new doors for Indian businesses in the Middle East. The acquisition cost of the Haifa port was $1.2 billion. By doing this, Adani Group has got a good grip over the Middle Eastern region. As Israel is one of the most militarily developed countries in the world, it also allows Adani Group to do business transactions in a more secured system. And, also, more than 55% of Israeli shipments are handled by the Haifa port, which is now controlled by the Indians. Handling more than 55% of a country's shipments requires deep level of trust between two countries. This deal has also created more opportunities for Indians to invest in Israel. In this way, India has already connected itself to half of Israel's shipments and a large segment of the drug industry. The Ambani deal of semiconductors will also ensure the entrance of India in a significant segment of global geopolitics. These are some of the acquisitions we are talking about. With time, more Israeli companies are acquired by India. In recent times, an Indian company bought the Israeli company Panaya, which is also a high-tech innovation company. If you look into the acquisitions, there is a pattern. Indians are only acquiring those industries that are futuristic and will grow faster in the future. Indians are not only acquiring Israeli companies, they are also making joint ventures with the Israelis. A significant example of this is the Tata Group. Tata Group has been popular for contributing a large part alone to the Indian economy. Also, Tata Group doesn't only see the business side of things, but also, they look at the impact of a new deal or a new project on the lives of ordinary Indians. This is why Tata is seen as a father figure to all the Indians out there. Recently, the Tata Group has created a joint venture with the Israel Aerospace, and this venture will mainly work for military betterment. The two countries will now create military technology together for their future benefits. The way Russia and Iran has formed alliance for creating military technology, India and Israel has now invested in a similar plan through the Tata Group. This shows how the two countries have created a bond with each other not only through trade but also through defense technology. This collaboration with military technology will also impact the geopolitical situation of Asia and Middle East. The governments of both countries have also signed deals for research and development. The deals are mainly based on medical technology, aerospace technology, and artificial intelligence. In these areas, Israel has already advanced a lot within the past few decades. These deals will mainly help India to grow faster as an economy and also a new power in the world stage. With these acquisitions taking place, and good bond between the governments has also created a lot of jobs for Indians in Israel. A significant number of Indians are now working in the IT sector of Israel from home and also in Israel. Around 20,000 Indians currently live in Israel due to their occupation. Though it is not a large number, but it is large if you look into the geography of Israel. It is a small country in the Middle East where India is putting so much investments. If we look into the military aspect with more details, India has invested large sum in acquiring defense technologies from Israel. Israel is one of the most militarily advanced nations in the world. And India continuously faces threats from the likes of China and Pakistan, which clearly creates a need for the most advanced military technologies. For years now, India has been one of the top buyers of Israeli drones, radars and other defensive technologies. The purchase of the long-range air missile Barak 8 is a classic example of this. And this missile was developed by the collaboration of the Israel and Indian aerospace researchers. There are many reasons why this strong bond between the two countries have grown. One of the major reasons might be the existence of a common enemy, which is the Russian-Chinese alliance. Both of these countries share bad relationships with this alliance. Also, India needs to have stronghold over the Asian region to hold power, and Israel needs some support to keep its stronghold in the Middle Eastern region. In global geopolitics, you need to understand who is your friend until when. Currently, India and Israel remain best friends. And India is supporting Israel in the war against Palestine. But it's only the future that will decide where this friendship would stand in the next few decades.